Hi guys, this is LuwseCrochet. So welcome back to my channel. Thank you for the support and my video. So this tutorial is based on demand. I'm sorry I'm sorry it took me long to make the tutorial because I forgot to make the video when I was about to end the skirt. That's when I remember I was supposed to do the tutorial. So now I'm going to be doing the tutorial based on another customer's demand. It's based on another customer's demand as well, and I'm going to be using a measurement of our waist is 38 while our hips is 43, 44. So now we are going to be getting started. So to get started, we are going to be needing a stitch marker. We are going to be needing two different hook. We are going to be needing a 5mm hook, and as well we are going to be needing a 4.0mm hook. So that's the two hooks we are going to be needing. We are going to be needing a pair of scissors. We are going to be needing a measuring tape, and as well a yarn. So the other skirt I did for the customer, our choice is white. Why this my new customer said she needed a pair of it with two different colors, in fact 3 different colors, because she's trying to make a couples wear with our guy. So I'm going to be dropping the other tutorial as well soon. So now to get started, we are first going to be using a 4.0mm hook. I hope you are seeing it well. We are going to be using our 4.0mm hook first, and then we are going to be starting with a chain of 150. We are going to make a slip knot, and then you make chain like this. So we are going to be starting with a chain of 150 chains. Make sure that no matter how your waist is, make sure that you are having an even number. So even if your waist is 35, 30, 28, make sure you are having like 60, 10, 50, 50, 25, 150, 100. Don't have anything like 99. No, make sure you are having an even number. So now, so this is at the end of 150 chains. So when I measure this is measuring, because I measure it like this, and it is measuring 18, which is 36 without stretching. So if I'm able to stretch it very well, it's going to go up to like 40, or it's going to go up to like 40. Yes, it will be like 40, and the waist is our waist is 38. So now, once you are done with the number of your chains, don't worry about it being too long than the waist. We are still going to put in a band. So once we are done with our chains, this is what you are going to make sure that it doesn't stretch. You are going to make sure it's on a straight line. And then into this, you are going to make a slip stitch. And that's it, and you've joined it together. Now to get started, we are going to just make chain 2. This chain 2 does not count as a stitch, and then we are going to make a double crochet into each chain till you have 150 double crochets. We are going to make chain 2 into each chain till you have 150 double crochets. You can go ahead and do this as I'm doing mine, and then I will meet you back once again once I'm done with the 150 chain. is our last row. This is our last. We are going to make the last stitch here, which makes 150 double crochet, and then we are going to slip stitch into the double crochet into the double crochet of the chain 2. We are going to slip stitch, and that's how we join the row together, and that's how we are going to join together. So when I measure it, we are having 38, and without stretching. So if we stretch, we are like 42. So now we are just going to do a little increase. Now to start row 2, we are going to chain 2 first, and then we are going to be doing front post and back post. Now to do the front post, instead of just going in like this, we are just going to go in underneath it like this, like this, and make a double crochet. And into the second one as well, we are going to be going into the back loop like this. We turn it and then we go it underneath like this. So that's our back loop, and then we will make a front loop as well into the front. So we are just going to do front post double crochet and back post double crochet. So we are just going to repeat the pattern till we reach the end of the row, and then we make a slip stitch, and then we start making the body. So this is just going to stand for the band of the skirt, where we are still going to do a long chain so that we'll be able to draw it together and fit the waist of the customer. Now that we are almost at the end of the row, this is what we are going to be having, and this is the last one. And then once we are done with it, you are just going to chain one. We are going to make a slip stitch here, and this is what we are having. As you can see here, this is what we are going to be having. So you can measure this again. You will be, if you do it like mine, let's say if the hips of the person is like 40, you can do like chain 140. And if you do it like mine, you will be almost you'll be having almost the hips of the customer. So now to get started for row 3, for row 3, you are going to chain 2. Remember, chain 2 does not count as a stitch, and then we are going to be going into the back loop only. Instead of you going like this, you are going to be going in between it. You are going to be taking one out of this and going into the back loop only with a double crochet. To the back loop only like this with a double crochet, because you are going to because you will still make the next part. So to get to the next part, you are going to be taking this front loop. So now that's what we are going to be doing throughout the back loop only till you have 150 double crochet. Go on and do yours as I'm doing mine. Then I will meet you at the end of the row and continue our stitch. Now this is what we'll be having. We just continue doing it into the back loop only, and this is the last one. And once we've reached the last one, we are going to make a slip stitch as we've been making to join the row together. And this is what we are having. Now you can go ahead and measure. Now let's measure it. This is what we are having. This is what we are having. as you can you see it here? We are having 19 and a half, and the 19 is 38. Now if we are able to stretch it, if we stretch it very very well, it's almost like 42. So you can leave it like this, but I don't want it to be too firm on her body or too small. So, and if she was able to add weight later on, she'll be able to wear it without it stretching so much. So now this is what I'm going to be doing. You make a chain 2 into the same stitch. You are going to make a double crochet. Now what we are going to be doing is to make 19 double crochets. Make 19 double crochet as I'm doing. You are going to now make normal 19 double crochets. And once you reach to the 20th one, I'm going to show you what to do. So once you reach, this is 19 double crochet already, and into this 28th one we are going to make 2 double crochets. That's our increase. 2 double crochets into the 28th one. So we are still going to do another double crochet into 19 stitches, and once you reach the 20th one, we are going to do another double and another increase. That is 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Now this is the 90th one, and into the 20th one you are going to do another 2 double crochets. So you are going to continue this till you're almost at the end of the row, and then I will meet you. So this is what you should be having. If you did the number of stitches I do as well, you'll be having 7 rows of the increases. That is, the 7 rows of increases is it's 140 stitches. So you should be having 10 stitches left, and with these 10 stitches as well, you are just going to do 9 stitches of a double crochet, and then into the 10th one, which is the last one, you will just do an increase as well. That is 2 double crochets into a stitch. And that means you are having 8 increases. So this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you'll be having, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And into the last one, which is the 10th one, you make 2 double crochets into the same stitch, and then you make a slip stitch. Now if you count the number of increases you have, you realize it's 8 times. So you did an increase of 8 times. Now let's measure it now. Now this is what we are having. This is without stretching. Even if you stretch it a little bit, it's 22 already. If you stretch it a little bit, it's 22 already. And that's the number, and that's the measurement of my customer's hip. So now we are just going to continue making normal double crochets till you reach your desired fit. Since I'm just doing this as an inner, I just make 13 13. So I just make 13 inches for my inner measurement, for my inner skirt measurement. So you can go ahead and do yours as well, or do according to your desired, or according to your customers or preferred desired length for our skirt. So but for me, I did 13 inches, and it's actually okay. It's very, very okay. When she wore it, it's okay. So I think 13 should be okay for you as well. So continue doing this, and then I will meet you once I'm done with my 13 inches. So this is the end of row where I have 13 stitches. So for here, I did total of this row is 23 rows, and then when I measure it, I realized it's a little bit to get to 13 inches. So what I just did is I draw it a little bit, and then it's reached where I want it to be. So now we're having 30 stitches, and then I measure this part again. I'm having 36, and then I think we are good to go now. So when we just reach here, we are going to make a chain 1, and then we cut a yarn. So the yarn we are cutting, we are going to be sewing it in later on, or you can just do that right away. I will do mine later on, and make sure you don't forget to sew it in. Just take your yarn needle and then stitch it inside. So that's the end of our inner part. Now we are going to be making the next part, and then now we are going to be switching from our 4mm hook. We are going to be switching from our 4mm hook to our 5.0mm hook. So I'm going to return this. Return this to the packet. So now to get started here, we are going to be turning our work. Now we are going to be starting on row 3. Now we are going to be starting on this row 3. Remember that when we wanted to start the row 3, we are doing it into the back loop only. Now what we are just going to be going is just to be doing it into the front loop only. Now we are going to be looking for this part for the double crochet. Remember, we first make a chain 2. This is the chain 2. So now if you can have your stitch in between the chain 2, it's actually good, but for me, I think it's a little bit difficult to get in that. So I'll just go into my double crochet into the front loop, insert your hook, and then now remember I said we wanted it to look colorful. This is we are using a coral color for the net part, which is going to be the outer part you are going to be seeing. Now to get started, we are going to make a chain 2. Remember, chain 2 does not count as a stitch, and then into the same double crochet where you make a chain 2, you can try and look for, just make sure it stands very, very well. Into the same front loop where you make a chain 2, you are going to make a double crochet, and once you make a double crochet, you are going to chain 1. You can weave this in later. Once you chain 1, you are going to skip this one, that is the back loop here. The back loop here, you are going to skip it, and then you are into the second one, you are going to make a double crochet once again, and then you chain 1 once again, you skip 1, and then into the next one, you make a double crochet. You chain 1, you skip this one, and then into the next one, you double crochet. So this is how we are going to continue till we reach the end of the row. Remember, you start with 150 double crochet, and at the end of the row, you are going to be having this we are going to be having 75 of the mesh stitch. That means you are going to be having 75 double crochet. So you just continue chain 1 double crochet, chain 1 double crochet, and then I will meet you at the end of the row. So this is it. This is what we are going to be having, and it's going to naturally come down just like this. Sorry about this. It's going to naturally come down. So make sure that you are making a chain one, you skip one, and you do a double crochet at the front loop where we left out. You know, the front loop where we left out when we wanted to start our inner skirt is what we are going to be doing. And this is the last one here. This is the last double crochet that we only have one left, and then you chain one, and into the double crochet you are going to make a slip stitch. So you can go ahead and count it. We are having 150 chains before. Now we are going to be having 150 chains divided by 2, and that is 75. Now to get started, remember when we get to this row 2, we make an increase, and we make the increase 8 times. So now what we are going to be doing is going to be quite different, because you know that if you want to make an increase here, it's going to be an increase of 1 double crochet and 1 chain. So now instead of us making the increase 8 times, we are going to be making it 4 times here. And if you want to divide it, you are just going to count. We are going to be counting 19 double crochets, just as we've done there. But instead of us counting it like this, because we are having 19 double crochets, instead of us counting it like this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. No, we are just going to be counting the double crochet instead. And the double crochet, once you count the double crochet as I've done, it's going to be 40 stitches instead of 20 stitches where we make the increase then. So now we are just going to count 19 double crochets, which is normally, apart from the chain one, it's going to give us that's 38 double crochet. So now you are just going to continue the pattern by 1 double crochet, 1 chain 1, and then you make double crochet into where you made double crochet. You are just going to continue the mesh stitch as I'm doing. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I think this is the moment you should subscribe or like, and please comment below if you need any adjustment or if you need anything. Kindly comment, like, and follow. Now let's count what we have: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. We are having 13 double crochets, 14 15 16 17 18 19. This is what we are having currently. And then at our 20th double crochet, you are going to be making, after you make your chain 1 into the 20th double crochet, you are going to make 1 double crochet to chain 1, and you are now going to make another double crochet into the same double crochet, into the same stitch. This is what we are going to be having, and then you chain 1. So the increase is that we are having 2 increases here. That is 1 double crochet and this chain 1. That's the double crochet on it too. Now this is just what you are going to be doing. And remember here we made 8 times. We increased 8 times here. You can go back and rewatch the video. We increased 8 times here. So now instead of 8 times here, we are going to be increasing 4 times, and the 4 times covers the 8 times. Instead of we increasing here on the 19th, this is 2 together. This is 1 2. So now that's the increase, and this is what you are going to be doing as well. Now into the next one, and then you are going to count 19 stitches once again and make a double crochet on the 20th, and make another increase on the 20th stitch. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19. Now that's our 19th, that's the 19th stitch, and then into our 20th stitch you are going to make a double crochet first. You are going to chain 1, and into the same stitch you are going to make another double crochet, and then we chain 1. So that's our 2 together increase, that's our increase. And then we are going to go ahead once again looking for 19th, doing normal double crochet for 19th stitch and make a double crochet at our 20th. So this is our third. Remember, we are making an increase for four times, and this is our third. We are going into our third one now. And that's our 19th one, and then into this double crochet we are going to make 2 together like this, and then you continue doing it. Now and for this our last increase, we are going to be having, let's count, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14, and we are going to be making an increase on our 15th double crochet. Now I'm going to tell you why we are having 15 left instead of 20. You know, we are having 150 chains. We are having 150 stitches, and now if you divide it into 2, we are having 75. Now we did an increase on the 20th, and if you remove we did 3 increases for 20. We did an increase at the end of 20th stitches, and we did it 3 times, and that's 60. Now if you remove 60 from 75, we are having 15 left. So that's the reason why we are having 15 left, and that's what we did here when in our skirt as well. You know, we are making an increase once we reach the 20th one for our skirt, and then the last one we have 10 left. We have 10 left, 10, and we make another increase. So that's why we have 15 here, and then you just make a slip stitch, and then you make you chain 1 for this chain 1, and then you make an increase, and then you make a slip stitch. Now this is where we are going to be having. You just continue making normal, and if you are the type that you make another increase apart from the one I made in my video, you are just going to make sure that you make an increase at an even number, maybe like 8 times, 10 times, 12 times. So you are now going to the number of the increase you did is you are going to divide it by 2, and that's the number of increase you are going to be making for your net part as well. If you make 10 increases, just make sure that for your net part you are going to be making 50 increase. So if you make your increase on your 20th, as I make my increase there, you are going to make sure that you are going to times your increase by 2, which is 40, and then you stop, and then you make your increase at your 40th double crochet. So you are going to divide it by 2. You are going to times it by 2, and you just the number. No, this is what you are going to be doing. The number of, if you make your increase at your 20th double crochet here, and you are just going to make your increase also at your 20th, just make sure you follow the pattern, and then you realize you get it. And if there's anything, just let me know in the comment section, and then I will put light into it. So you are just going to make the mesh stitch, no more increases, because I only make an increase, so no more increases. You are just going to make a double crochet, chain 1, and then continue the pattern. And then you just go back and forth with the pattern with the mesh stitch till you have your desired fit. And then I'm going to tell you the amount of rows I did to cover up for it. Hi guys, so this is what I'm having. I did 27 rows, which is already measuring 17. So now we are going to continue, which is already measuring 17. So we are going to continue, but we are going to be doing a different thing. So to continue, once I'm done with my 27 rows, I'm going to show you what to do next. Let me try. Yes, that will be better. So for my 28th row, I'm going to do normal double crochet without the chain 1. That is, after I'm done with the 27 row, I will chain 2 and do a double crochet, and then into the chain 1 as well I will do a double crochet, and then into the double crochet I will do a double crochet, into the chain 1 a double crochet, into the double crochet a double crochet, into the chain 1 a double crochet, into the double crochet a double crochet. So this is what I'm going to be repeating for now till I reach the end of the day, where I make a slip stitch to join the row, and then I will meet you once we are done with this. This is it. I'm done with. I'm almost at the end of the 28th row. And this is what we have at the 28th row. And then we are going to slip stitch into this. So actually I want to make, so we are going to slip stitch into this. So now after we make a slip stitch, this is what we are going to be having. Now we are going to be doing something different there. Then we are going to make a chain 2, and then we make a double crochet. And then once we have a double crochet, we are going to make chain 2, and then we are going to skip 2 double crochet and make a double crochet into the third one. This is how we are going to be doing for our 29th row. We are going to chain 2, skip 2 double crochet and make a double crochet into our third stitch. Now once you have your double crochet, you are going to chain 2 once again, skip 2 double crochet, and into the third one make a double crochet. So that's going to be the pattern for now. Make chain 2, skip 2, into the third one a double crochet, and then we go ahead once again, make chain 2, skip 2, into the third one a double crochet. So this is what we are going to be having. We are going to be doing this till we reach the end of the row. So I will meet you once I'm almost done. So yeah, I'm almost at the end of the row. Yeah, this is what we are having. Chain 2, skip 2, and into the third one. So now we are at the end of it, and then we make chain 2. And then we slip stitch, because I'm having 2 left, so I just make chain 2 and then I slip stitch into this double crochet. So this is what we are going to be having. As you can see, it's quite different from the mesh stitch. This is just like a bigger mesh. So now what we are just going to do is just that we are going to chain 2, do a double crochet around it. So for row 30 we are going to do a double crochet around it, and for row 31 we are going to be doing this mesh stitch. So since we are having chain 2 here and we skip 2 here, we are going to do 2 double crochets into it, and now into this we are going to do 1 double crochet, and then into the chain 2 we are going to be doing 2 double crochets and then double crochet into the double crochet. And once we reach row 31 we are going to do the mesh stitch once again. So you just back and forth, so you have your desired length. At the end of it, I'm going to tell you the amount of rows I did. So now this is the end of it. This is what I have left. The color I'm using here is almost new, that's why I tried to improvise and I did it like this. So now this is row 28. I did 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 and 36. So I repeat this here. I have 36 row, which is measuring 24 inches. So now all I will just have to do is just to cut my yarn here. I will make chain 1 and cut my yarn. So I will later try and sew this in. So I'm going to be showing us how we are going to do the strap for this band. So now I'm going to be showing you how to do how I normally do my strand, my strap for my skirt. Now to do the strap, I'm going to get my yarn. I'm going to leave out as many as possible before I start, as many as I can leave out. So now once I leave out many like this, let me show you. Okay, let me do it like this. Now once I leave out, this is what I'm leaving out. This much, and then I go into the next one like this. Into this I make a chain 1, I make a chain, and then I will start doing it like this. This one I'll put this like this. I hope you are seeing it. Yes, like this. I will yarn over, and into this one make chain 1. I will yarn over like this, and with the other one I will make a chain 1. I will yarn over and make a chain 1. Yarn over. So this is what I will just continue to do till I have my desired length. And if you are unable to get it, you can also just make chain 1 and then make a slip stitch in it all way round. Once you first start with making chain, maybe 250 chains, and then after you make 250 chains, you are going to skip one and then make a slip stitch into each of it. So this is how I make mine, and it's way faster and way thicker. It's very easy. And I will let you know once I'm done with this. So now I'm almost at the end of it. And then with the remaining one, I just make a chain 1 with the two yarns, and then I cut off my yarn. and then I fasten it. Now this is what you should be having as well. Let me try and zoom out a little bit. This is what you should be having as well. And my strap is quite long. It's quite long. This is it. This is without stretching, and it can as well stretch. So yours should be like this as well. Now all we just have to do is just to sew it in. I'm looking for the back side. Okay, I want this to be in the middle. This should be in the middle. So this will be my front part, and then I'm going to use one of my millimeter hook, but I think I will go with a smaller hook. Let me use my 3mm hook to sew in my strap. So now I'm going to put it into the front loop only. Into the front loop only, like this. Front loop only. Front loop only. You can let it to be into your second row. Yes, I think mine will be at my second row. Let me try and on my light. Okay, I won't be able to on my light. So I'm going to go into the second row, into the front loop only, like this. This is what you are going to be having if you are doing it like mine. And then I just draw it like this. So this is a very clean way. This is a clean way to sew in your strap into your skirt or your trouser. As you can see it now. So this is what it's going to be. If you stretch it like this, and it can as well stretch like this. So I'm just going to, this is going to be my front part. I'm just going to draw it a little bit like this. So I'll be having this left, and then I continue sewing this in till I reach here back once again. So now this is where we are going to be having once we are at the end of it. And our skirt is almost ready. To get it very well, let me try and zoom out a little bit. Now if it can do like this, as you can see, and it can relieve it like this. So now, and we are almost at the end of the row. Now to make the fringe, I'm just going to get different of my yarns, and then I'm going to put it in here, and then I will roll it first, and then this is the little I have left of this. This is what I normally use for this. So, and this as well, I'm just going to take my different yarns, and then once I got it, I will start doing the fringe. I think this is enough like this, and then for this I think it's too much. It's okay like this, and the other blue color as well. And that's just it. And this is the fringe I have left. Now to add the fringe into my skirt, and then I sew this in. And this is it. And then I forgot to sew this in earlier. So I will just sew it in as well. Just make sure that you are able to sew each part you missed earlier. Make sure you sew them in. Don't forget to sew them in, so that it won't bring any issues for you later on, or it will make it loose or stuff. I'm sorry about the background voices you are hearing. I'm actually currently at home, and and this is it. This done, and this as well. So to do my fringe, I'm just going to take one of my hooks, and then into this first one I'm going to take two of this brown, two blue, and one coral color. Make sure it's in the middle, and then I'm going to sew it in. Oh, sorry about this. And make sure it's in the middle, and then I'm going to count. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the fourth one, I'm going to be doing it into each of the fourth one, every fourth one. I continue doing this till I reach the end of the row. Hey guys, and this is the final video of our tutorial of our skirt. As you can see, our skirt is skirty. Imagine, see the beauty. So if you are yet to subscribe, kindly do so. Subscribe, like, comment, and as well share this video for your loved ones to learn as well. Thank you for your support. Bye bye.